Oh my goodness, what a way! What a game for Toronto. Not just the Blue Jays, but for the city of Toronto. Toronto strong, the slogan out there in center field. And the Blue Jays come out like the Leafs did last night, and they make this city proud. 4-3 winners in extra innings over the Boston Red Sox. And first off, the Jays, start the series on a good note. They end their mini 2-game losing streak. And they get a walk-off home run from the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. Let's break this puppy down real quick. Rick Porcello versus Jay Happ, the starting pitching matchup. Rick Porcello has had his best start in his career through the first, 5 starts of his career. Great job for him. Blue Jays, though, get on to him early. Some soft contact, but finding holes, making contact where you need to. And on a fielder's choice, Kevin Pillar, or C. Pierce comes in to score. Devers makes a bad throw. He slides in safely. Jays lead 1-0 there in the second. Granderson up, and he hits a ball to the opposite way. Devers, I'm not sure why he's trying to make that play sliding. Didn't need to. And instead, it kicks up and it goes over him. Look, if you're standing up, that's going to hit your chest. And you're going to make the play. Instead, he tries some fancy sliding move. Misses it. 2-run score. Or he gets a piece of it, I guess. Jays up 3-0. Things are going great until the 6th inning. Hanley Ramirez singles to center. Brock Holt scores. And then we go to the top of the 9th. The Jays up 2 runs. Roberto Osuna on the mound. Should be mathematical. No, Roberto Osuna has a tough time finding the zone. Doesn't get some calls that he should have gotten. But the Boston Red Sox make him pay, scoring 2, giving him the blown save. And we're tied at 3. Thank goodness Granderson throws out. I think it was Eduardo Nunez. No, it wasn't. I think it was Rafael Devers. I don't know who. Anyways, someone tried to come home and score. Luckily, he threw him out at the plate to keep the lead still 3, or to keep it 3-3 heading into extra innings. Tyler Clippard with a clean top of the 10th inning. And then in the bottom of the 10th, with 1 out, Craig Kimbrel, their closer, on the mound. And Curtis Granderson steps to the dish, and you know you're going to get a fastball, and he gets one and drills it off the facing of the third deck. Not the 500 level, but the third deck. And the Blue Jays walk it off 4-3 against the Boston Red Sox. What a job by Curtis Granderson. This guy had a big night in the leadoff spot. He was 3 for 5 in the game with 3 RBIs. Great job there. His average is climbing like crazy. But once again, the Jays offense can't really get anything going. You talk about Porcello's great. He's had a great season so far for the Red Sox. But the Jays in the last 2 games against the Yankees, 4 hits in each game. Today, only 5. But Jay Happ is the story in this one. You needed a good start from him, and you got it. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, 0 walks, and 10 strikeouts for Jay Happ. Great job there, dropping his ERA to 3.72. Ryan Shapiro with a clean 8th. Roberto has a tough 9th inning, but then Tyler Clippard with the clean top of the 10th. He's now 3-0, is Tyler Clippard, and his ERA is 2.31. He's had a great season for the Blue Jays there thus far. Red Sox have now lost 3 straight. The Blue Jays are now 14-8, and we talked about it before the Yankees series. If this team can find a way to win the first game of series, they find ways to win the series. You put yourself in a very good situation. The Jays didn't do that against New York, and they obviously lost the series. They won Game 1 today. Now, Game 3 obviously isn't going to be easy with Chris Sale on the mound, but tomorrow you get Eduardo Rodriguez versus Aaron Sanchez, 7:07 first pitch. The Jays look for the series win, their second straight, trying to put Boston's losing streak to 4 straight. Look, the Blue Jays, this was a grinded-out game, but I'll say it again, they did not quit. Yeah, Roberto blew the save, and we're all like, oh, there we go. That's his first blown save of the year. But then in the 10th inning, they come up clutch and redeem their closer with a victory against their closer. I love it. Both closers coming into this game had ERAs of zilch. Nada. And both guys gives up runs in this ball game. That's why in baseball, you never know what can happen. Great job by this team for fighting, for not going away. even though they really couldn't get the offense going much. Great start by Jay Happ. He's my player of the game. As much as Granderson hit the walk-off, we wouldn't be that close if Jay Happ didn't do what he did. Now, I don't know, the top few guys in the order, or top two guys in the order, Benintendi and Mookie Betts. Now, I'm not sure if Jay Happ did all of this, but throughout the game, those two guys are two of their best hitters. Benintendi's had a rough start to the year, but Mookie Betts has had one of his best starts of his career. Mookie Betts 0 for 4, walked once, but 0 for 4 in the game, and Benintendi 0 for 5. You hold JD Martinez to 0 for 4. So obviously Hanley Ramirez goes 3 for 5, but grounds into the double play in the 10th inning, the biggest out of the game for the Blue Jays. And the boys come away with the walk-off victory. The second walk-off of the year for the Blue Jays. We saw the mailman, I think it was back in Kansas City, in the Kansas City game. And against the division rival Boston Red Sox, the Grandy man, Grandpa Curtis Granderson, comes through with a beautiful, beautiful solo shot in the 10th to get the Blue Jays the victory. God, it's a good last few nights to be a Toronto sports fan, and you can tell that this city, these teams are playing for their city. The Leafs played a great game last night and forced Game 7. The Jays came out today. Yes, they blew it, but they get a walk-off against the Red Sox. Toronto strong, guys. I will post that in the comments. My hashtag Toronto strong. You guys go do that as well, because it's our city. It's our teams. Let's support them, all right? I am proud of these guys for not quitting today. And like I said, Game 2 goes tomorrow. Eduardo Rodriguez, Aaron Sanchez, 7:07 first pitch. And the finale of the series goes Thursday night, 7:07 once again. Marco Estrada versus Chris Sale. It's going to be a tough one. But the Jays got to get their offense back in order. We've seen a few guys go in some deep slumps now. Solarte's been on a deep decline. He's 0 for 4 today. He's 0 for his last 14. Justice Smoko's 0 for 3 again today. Strikes out a couple times. So he's having a tough time. And again, Randall Grichuk we don't know about. Russell Martin, great to see him get another hit. Pilar is still hitting over 300. Again, it's finding ways to win. And the Jays do that today. Whether it's a greasy win or what, it's a victory, and I'm proud of these guys. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you enjoyed the home run and walk-off by Curtis Granderson. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of this game? Who's your player of the game? Would you give it to Granderson for the walk-off? Would you give it to Jay Happ for his ridiculously good start? Because he was placing every pitch perfectly. He was fantastic. Who's your player of the game? What'd you think of the game? What'd you like? What'd you not like? Other than Roberto Osuna blowing the save. And we'll talk to you guys. My goodness, here we go. We'll talk to you guys very shortly. Podcast edition. This one will be uploaded before the podcast because it was such an emotional game. Link is down in the description, guys, for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Go check that out because very shortly it'll be up there on iTunes. Evan and I recorded that not too long ago. So tonight, really. Great time there with Evan talking about the Raps, Leafs, Jays, all that stuff. Twitter is down in the description, you guys. Go check that out. All that great stuff. Follow up, DM, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow. Game 5 against the Washington Wizards at home. The Raptors got to win that. No question about it. The Wizards, they took care of business on their home court. We did our stuff on our home court. And 7 o'clock tip-off there at the ACC tomorrow night. And as for the Leafs, tomorrow night as well, Game 7, Leafs, Bruins at TD Garden, 7:30 puck drop. Oh boy, it's going to be a stressful night, but don't we love it? And we'll talk to you guys Jays edition tomorrow night as well, as the Jays look for the series win 2 straight, and go into that finale not needing to beat Chris Sale. All right, Eduardo Rodriguez, like I've said for the third time, Eduardo Rodriguez, Aaron Sanchez, 7:07 first pitch. Let's keep it rolling, and we'll talk to you guys then.